Hi, thank you for joining me. My name is Ajide Wasi. Uh, this is social crime prevention and awareness. In the last episode, I discussed about social crime and I defined it for you. And I tell you, most of the things that cause crime. And then I also discussed about the type of crime that you can talk about. One of the reasons why every one of us need to take this show so serious is that crime, crime that you see does not know anybody. Anybody can be the victim of any crime. So, and that is the reason why you need to understand how many crime do we have and how does this happen. And then some of the type of crime that we have. In the last episode, which is the first episode of this show, I told you guys about a country with high rate of crime in Africa. So which I mentioned different countries, about 5 countries like that. You can go to my YouTube channel at Rating Sports, then you watch the video so that you will know most of the things that I discussed about in the first episode. Now this episode, second episode, which I will talk about the crime prevention strategy. What are the strategies we can use in order to prevent crime? In order to prevent crime not to happen. Please, kindly share this video. Let's go viral so that others can also be in a copy of this video. Because we're good in doing some things that does not really giving us adding good impact into our life. But we keep on. Some people they spend a lot of hours watching video that does not even give them any knowledge. They don't even learn anything from it, but they just keep on watching, wasting their time. So why can't you just use the same energy to watch the video that will give you good orientation that will teach you about something that concerns your life. So because when we are talking about crime anybody can be the victim of crime, just like what is happening. In fact, when you talk about Nigeria now, you see that both rich and poor, everybody are crying now. So you can tell me that maybe rich men they have a security agents, they have a security personnel that can protect them, but in the normal ground, we need to tell ourselves the truth. If the country is okay, if the environment is okay, you don't need so much security the way our politicians, our big men are taking it up and down, carrying them up and down, so we don't need it. So and that is why this show is very important. I also say that I want to make it in a way that I will go to community by community, but I want to release the video online so that people can get access to it. So I'll go to community by community from Lagos State, go to my state, in Kwara State and other states to create awareness and prevention for people to know what caused the crime. So, and one of the reasons, one of the things that cause crime, I told you guys in the last video that if environment is not conducive, if people are lacking behind when it comes to education, when it comes to access to the food, when it comes to access to the health care and all that. So all these are the major cause of crime. In the environment that you have all these kind of things, definitely you must have a crime keep on increasing on daily basis. So and that is one of the reasons why crime keep on increasing in Africa, in Nigeria. So now in today's topic, talking about crime prevention strategy. What are the strategies you can use? Targeting risk factors. Crime prevention strategy targets the underlying risk factors that contribute to criminal behavior. This risk factor can include poverty, unemployment, substance abuse, lack of education, and social disorganization. Just like what I told you, when all these things that I mentioned are in a place, when all these that I mentioned are in one particular environment or location, definitely you must have a crime In fact, you don't just have a crime, you have a high rate of crime. And that is why I'm also going to tell you guys about country, I mean the city across the world that have a higher rate of a crime. You know, when you travel to, one thing a lot of people need to know is that before you move to even UK that we are talking about, before you move to UK or America, you need to do your findings, check about the environment. All this thing is something that you can do online. Video like mine is also available online that you can get info you need to know about the country, or maybe you want to relocate to any country at all across the world. Just do some findings. What are they doing in that environment? What is the most common crime rate in those areas? So when you are familiarize yourself with all these things, then you can be able to know that, okay, you know when to move, you know how to do things for you not to be the victim of any crime. So that's the reason. And I believe this kind of video should be the one of the video that will go viral. But you know, the way things look like in this world, people don't really value the important information. But they keep on watching something that will not give you any good impact. But that one, I don't say. Now, this risk factor can include, when you're talking about risk factor that make crime keep on increasing, talking about poverty, when somebody will say they're hungry, somebody will say you don't even get food to eat, talk less of a cloth, talk less of about all those necessary things that human being need to get. That kind of person, already, they said an idle man is a devil workshop. Somebody who does not have anything to do, even the work you don't get. So, that kind of person, at 100, let me say 99.9%, the person is available for any crime to take place. That kind of person, if you come to those ones that's looking for a way to, misleading people, those ones that's looking for people to join in their group in order to create a terrorist group, they will take advantage of those persons, and before you know now, they will use that kind of person, promise them a lot of things for them to be used in order to achieve their aims. But you that you are in poverty, it's very easy for you to confuse you. Before you know, you will surrender to them, and they will start using you, making advantage of you. Then before you know, they will start using you to do all sort of things in order to commit crime. So poverty is one of it. And then the following one, which is unemployment. When those two things that I mentioned is something that's common in our country. And for the past, let me say, 50 years, 20 years, Nigeria have been in this kind of situation. And that is one of the reasons why the crime keep on increasing. We see kidnapping as a normal thing. We see, what is it called? Robbery, all those crime in Nigeria. It's now become a normal thing because those that inform themselves, how do they treat them? Is there any justice, proper one that for them, okay, when you get arrested, you follow the proper procedure in order procedure in order to sentence someone to the jail so that others can learn from it. Because people are not, they are not taking this so serious. That's why a lot of people are joining, because they see it as a business. They see it as an opportunity for them, since there's no job, so that if you kidnap somebody, you demand for ransom, before you know, you get paid and you become social media influential. Because when they commit a lot of crime, they come to social media, they can find one job to use cover up. Just like somebody they arrested, I think last month or this month, the guy said is a gospel singer, and then they caught him with head of human being, so we want to use it for ritual. Not just human being, but his girlfriend. So all those kind of things. So if this kind, that type of person succeed, the next thing that will come up is that I'm an influencer, so I sing, I do this, I do that. You use that to cover, not knowing that he's doing something, another thing underground. So unemployment, poverty, substance abuse, lack of education, social disorganization. Substance abuse. When people are abused a lot, just like what I'm still coming to the discussion about our women, children, and elders. These three people that I mentioned, they are the victim of abuse a lot. When you talk about domestic violence, when you talk about sexual, harassment, you are talking about lady. When you talk about even elders, some of our elders, those one that, let me say, from 80 years, 90 years and above, some of them are not get what they need to get from, is either from their family or from the government. In another country, they create an environment, they create a neighbor environment for those people. They have their own package if you are getting to some certain age, because they believe that they cannot do job anymore. So the government creates some things for them in order to take care of our elders. But in this country, even some of our elders that maybe due to their hard working and then after retire from the job, they need to get their pension, they still find it difficult to get all this money. Talking about government that will now care for them in order to take care of them and all that. So please let us, above all, government is the major cause of any crime that is occurring in any country. They take about 80% of it, because if environment is not okay, if government is not doing enough, definitely you will have high rate of crime, and that is what is happening in most of African countries. I use my country as a example, Nigeria. Poverty is there, unemployment rate is very high, very very high. A lot of people are there who are not even getting employed at all. Talking about abuse, how many people do you want to talk? Actually, I give kudos to Lagos State government. They really try when it comes to, is it that abuse, is it that talking about sexual harassment for a lady, assault, all those kind of things. So they try. Except you don't report. If you report sexual abuse, domestic violence, all those kind of things, if you report, I trust Lagos State government, kudos to them. They try and they get the person arrested immediately, just like what happened, I think this month, talking about the teacher that abused the children in the school. So the teacher was arrested. So this is one of the things I love about Lagos State. So other states, I hope they can also copy this in order, because when you get them, let me tell you one of the things why these people need to get arrested. Even though it's your family member, my brother, let them arrest them. If they can arrest them, in order to send a signal to others, because if you don't do that, people will see it as an opportunity. Okay, after all, somebody that do this, they didn't arrest the person, so why not? Let me just try my own. So, but if you can get the person arrested and follow the due process, forget, other will be learned. Before you do it, you think twice. And then a lot of people make mistake by saying, okay, he's a big politician, they steal money and they did not arrest them, they give them the free bail and all those things. See, there's no ignorance in the court of law. So somebody do it or did it because the person goes scot-free does not mean that you will do it the same thing, then you go scot-free. Don't see, somebody commit crime and you want to do the same thing. That means you are not helping yourself. You are not helping yourself. Your mother slap you, then you want to slap your mother back. Do you make any sense? It don't make any sense, because you are not supposed. So somebody commit crime and goes scot-free, or maybe at that moment they did not arrest the person, then you believe that it's goes scot. No, that is not the way. So we should think as an educating people. See, because a lot of us we attend university, some of us polytechnic, some of us technical school. Even if you have a school started, at least your own teaching should be different for somebody who does not attend any school at all. And that is why education is one of the things that make a lot of people commit crime. I'm talking about this risk factors that make crime keep on increase, and this is the crime prevention strategy. The strategy we can use to prevent crime. So when I'm talking about something, please kindly take note of all these things. Talking about government have impact. You as a family man, as a woman being, you also have your impact, because money in Lela to cash already. The charity begins at home. If you are not taking care of your family, definitely when they go outside, they will misbehave. Just like a children that is not that is hungry, and you are there, you have money, you can't even feed the children. So definitely somebody somewhere, we take advantage of that children. If they can be able to feed that children, before you know, they have taken the children from you, and anything they give, the only orientation they give that kind of children, that is what children will eliminate. The children will copy, and before you know, the children will start following the person. And that is why some of you who call yourself influential on social media, you are a celebrity, and urge Nigerian police and Nigerian government, regulate of social media. I support it because, we abuse a lot of things. You can't call yourself social media influential, then you are misleading a lot of people. And when you mislead these people, it will become an issue to the society. And when you mislead a lot of people, it will become a problem to the society, and not just only you. And you may not even dare, because you have already misled them. Just like somebody like a Bobrisky. I support the arrest of Bobrisky then, and I'm very sure arresting Bobrisky is not because he abused money, but the major reason is that this guy is laying a lot of, laid down a lot of bad legacy. For a man to try to be a woman, it is no in our country. In our continent, across the Africa, there's no African country that can accept that kind of thing for a man to want to be a female. What happened to all those females that we have? So, those kind of people, we need to get them arrested. I'm very supportive if government can arrest those kind of person, because automatically they are creating a nuisance in the community. So, this risk factor that lead to crime, is one of it is poverty, unemployment, substance abuse, a lack of education, and then social disorganization. A lot of group that you can talk about. When you are talking, just like a recent, when somebody is sent to a school, you'll be seeing a lot of people because they want to join a group, and you don't even know about the group you want to join, and you see a lot of people creating a group that does not have any value to either to people who are the member or society, and they keep on creating all these groups in order to mislead people. One of it is a cultist, one of it is a Yahoo they call, and just recent, I think maybe in 2022, I heard a story about some mother. They said they have a group of Yahoo mother. I don't know. Is it that these parents, they don't know the implication of what they are trying to do? Because I don't know, where do you want to register that kind of organization? Yahoo member, the mother of Yahoo. So how does that happen? So a lot of people are creating issue. So we can't accept that kind of situation in our country, because you are creating a crime. People don't know. It's not that anybody that kills somebody is creating a crime. When you do something that is against the law, you are creating a crime. That's why on social media you need to know what to say. You don't post things anyhow. There are some things you put on social media, automatically you are creating a crime, and they can get you arrested. So sometimes I'll be wondering, I'll be laughing at some people. When police arrest them through the online, maybe they abuse somebody, and police get them arrested, they'll be trying all sorts of things. So my brother, it is crime. Crime is a crime. When you commit it, you need to get arrested. So you need to know what to say. You don't just say something that does not get the facts. You don't just say something and try to abuse other people because you want to get trending. That is not the best way to do things. So now moving to a type of a crime prevention strategy.